back up here in a minute and go.
2017 deer camp.
Yes, first fire.
Got AJ standing going in the bus. Alvin sitting on the back of the truck.
Big Al.
Can't hardly see him. It's getting too dark. "62 degrees.
Jeez. Feel a chill in that wind though.
That's going to change tonight.
Yep.
High tomorrow is supposed to be like 36, 39, something like that.
Something like that.
It's going to be one of those nights where you go to bed with the windows open.
Right.
You like that and there's
Put
6 inches of snow on the ground.
Adding some fuel to the fire.
Some of that wood wet. Get some of this dry stuff. It needs to be cut.
Take my hoodie off. It's too hot.
And that should be good. At least we won't be down there buying firewood this year.
Yeah, that's true.
Ouch. Alright, where's the beer?
Sitting over there. Good morning, everybody. It's Jody with J&J True Outdoor Adventures. It's November the 20th, 2017, the opening of the West Virginia firearms season. Jared, Alvin, and AJ and I are all out here together. I'm out here on a ridge. Checked my camera that I've had out here since the 1st of October. And of course we checked it the 1st of November and had 98 pictures. We checked it yesterday and I had 50 pictures, and out of those 50 pictures I had 5 or 6 distinctive bucks. A huge 8, another 8 with a broken G2, a small 8, a 6, and a spike. So I'm hoping I'm sitting just above where my camera is at, so I'm hoping I can catch them coming through. There's a scrape behind me in this pine thicket. Put a little bit of Tink 69 in it. Jared's hunting out that way on a little saddle. Actually, he's on a little knoll, and there's 2 saddles, one to his left, one to his right. And he had 32 pictures, and he had a buck or 2, I think, on it where they were crossing the saddle. I think he had a spike that was coming out the ridge. So we're hoping we have a pretty good sign, pretty good luck. We found a total of 5 or 6 scrapes, and we found a bunch of rubs. So we're hoping it'll be a good morning. It's probably right at 7 o'clock right now, so I'm going to shut this camera off and get to hunting. I'm a little bit tired. I walk all the way up here carrying the backpack, but I'm ready to hunt. So we'll be back in touch. It's Juddy with J&J True Outdoors, and I want to thank the good Lord I've got a buck. I don't even remember what the time was. I'm going to say 10:20. Shot buck run a doe. There's two does come out, they were feeding. I heard the grunt, seen him come running up the hill. The does busted and separated, and he went after one doe, come out in the opening. I took a shot, and I missed. Well, they come over to the right-hand side of me, like he's coming down in the hollow. Well, I seen the doe come back up, and I seen him coming up. And I got a shot, and I took it, and he's laying right there. But let me show you where I come from. I come from way up that holler, and he come down. I don't know if you can see the blood here, but I know you can see the blood there. And right there he lays. Right there. I think it's the big 8 that we had on my camera. Jared's on his way. I hate to ruin his hunt, but I didn't have my backpack with me. I didn't have nothing with me. I've got a buck knife on my side I can get him with. But the thing is getting him out of here. Because see that holler going up, up, and up. And there's Jared coming now. Thank God for my son. I hated he had to get up his hunting and come down here to help me.
You just have flutter if you land.
Well, everybody, I scored at 10:20, and it's now, let me see what the time is. It's now 10 after, or 5 after 1, and Jared helped me. He had to help me. This is the biggest deer of my lifetime, and I've been hunting for about 36, 37 years. And this thing is a monster. To me, biggest in my lifetime. This one will have a head mount done. But I shot him at 10:20, and he went down in that hollow. I done the video with my cell phone, you seen it. And we just got him up here. I'm actually now sitting in Jared's spot, and he's out where I was sitting, because with the cameras we had out here, total in about a month and a half, month and 3 weeks, I had a total of 148 pictures, and he only had like 64, 66 pictures. And out of mine, I had more bucks. But show you the deer. There he is. He's your 8-point. And he's probably 18, 19 inches wide. There's some still photos you'll see in this video. And I'm sorry, you know, I've had some people on YouTube say, you know, no kill shot, no kill video. When you're self-videoing, you can't always do that. The scenario behind this was I was sitting in my spot. It was about 10, 15 after 10, and I seen this doe coming to my left. Camera was setting out, but I couldn't start it. She was too close, and I think she'd have heard the shutter. But I looked again. She was feeding. A second doe come out behind her. Okay, I was watching both of them and kept watching. They never looked behind themselves, but then I heard this, I think a lot of people call it the buck roar. And here he come running. The first doe took off, went out the point where I was hunting. The second doe turned in the thicket and went down the point, but then she cut across the point. He cut across. I got him in the scope, took a shot, and I missed. And then they went to my right, and I thought they was going down in the holler, and I radioed Jared and told him there was a big buck chasing a doe. And I was standing up, and I happened to look down, and I seen that doe standing at the edge of the ridge, and she was coming back out on it. And then I seen him coming in behind her, and he was just walking. Well, I put the crosshairs on him and shot. And she took across the flat. He went down the edge, and I lost sight of him. I got down there and I found the hair. And I didn't see any evidence of blood right then. So I didn't have my backpack with me, didn't have ribbon, didn't have my camera. So I shaved the side of the tree, marked where that hair was at. And I could see where he jumped through the leaves. And I started finding blood. And he went all the way down the hollow, across the hollow, and tried to go up the other side. And of course, you'll see in my cell phone video, he was laying in the stream bed, the wet weather stream bed. And I had to yell at Jared to come and help. I yelled, I got him, and I said, I'm going to need help. At the same time I was doing that, apparently the same two does had got back together, and they were over across through there. Jared seen them. He was standing over at that tree, and he seen the two does, and they were headed down in the holler down there, and out. He said you really can't see, but he could hear another buck grunting. But he knew he needed to come and help me. But he said the does disappeared, and he could hear that buck grunting, and he grunted back at him, and he grunted again, and he never seen him. So that's when Jared come and helped me. And I hated he had to do that. But let me see if I can get up to show you this rack. There's the rack. He's an 8-point. Brow tines are probably 3.5 inches long. I don't know about his G2s. So his G2's laying down here in the leaves. But like I said, the biggest buck of my life. His neck swelled. You know, he was the breeding buck. So I'm gonna get back over here and sit down. We're in here a little dark. I'm gonna let my legs rest, catch my breath. I mean, I'm 56 years old. This thing here, it took both of. I don't think I could drag him. I don't know what he's gonna weigh, but he's big. So J&J scored one opening day of the West Virginia firearm season, and got him with a Mossberg 308 Winchester with my own reloads, 308 with a 150 grain Nosler ballistic tip. I'm gonna tell you what, they done some damage. The shot was a little back, but it was enough to kill him. So that gun done what I needed to do. So hopefully I'll report back later with something maybe Jared's got. Appreciate you watching. Yeah, and I forgot to mention that about 8:30, AJ, this is his second year up here hunting. He got a shot at a spike and apparently didn't make a good shot. I don't know if they're still tracking, looking for it or not, but they found blood. They seen the deer go into the hollow and bed down. Then it got up and ran up the ridge, and they were tracking it, and it's the last I've heard of him. So I don't know if he got it or not, but that would be AJ's very first deer up here on the mountain. So I'm hoping he got it, but we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, here's the big 8 I got. But looks like brow tines are 3.5 inches, 3 3/4 inches long maybe. Inside to inside, I mean, probably 18 inch. I mean, you can see here's his ear. He's just outside them ears. And nice G2s, G3s. He's perfect. This is the biggest buck I've ever killed. The biggest buck. And I thank the good Lord above for letting me do this. Letting me be able to hunt. I've hunted for 36 years. Biggest deer by far that I've killed. I've killed some 6 points. I've killed, some 4 points. But got a 5 point up here. Nothing as big as this. I will be getting this one mounted. And like I said, I thank the good Lord for him. And I thank the good Lord for my son Jared. He helped me get it drug up here because it was down in the holler. And I can't pull him like I used to, and this thing is a brute. He's heavy. It took both of us dragging him. But we got him up here. I'm in here till Jared finishes hunting, which will probably be dark. But I got a little emotional on this one. Jared took some pictures. I didn't have my backpack down there with me. When I shot him, I knew where he was at when I shot, and I headed straight there, left my backpack at the tree and everything. And I'm sorry I didn't get it on video, but this all happened too quick. I mean, 2 does come in, and he comes a grunting and starts chasing. There's no way for me to get the camera on since I self-video. Can't leave the camera running. But, JJ True Outdoors has got one on the books. Now if Alvin and AJ and Jared can get one, with all the evidence, with the photos we've got on camera, they should. But wanted you to see him out here in the woods with me, holding him by the horns. I am just tickled to death to have this deer.